Hi and good afternoon. Today we are going to cover Chapter 12, Makeup Essentials. This particular chapter is going to be relevant to the Milady Standard Aesthetics textbook, the 14th edition. Welcome to your comprehensive guide to professional makeup application techniques and theory. This presentation provides estheticians with essential knowledge and skills to excel in makeup services, from fundamental color theory to advanced application techniques. Enhance your client's natural beauty and build a successful career. So let's delve into Chapter 12. A few things on today's course agenda are our fundamentals, which include aesthetics makeup essentials, as well as color theory application. We are also going to cover products and prep, different cosmetic types and tools, as well as sanitation practices. Thirdly, we are going to cover application skills to include client consultation and techniques for eyes, lips, and face. Lastly, we are going to end the lesson with discussing specialties and career to include advanced makeup artistry and professional development. Makeup essentials in aesthetics practice. For estheticians, makeup application complements skincare by enabling you to provide polished post-treatment looks, educate your clients on complementary products, address skin concerns with corrective techniques, expand your services and revenue, as well as create transformative client experiences. A few principles of cosmetic color theory. Understanding color theory is a fundamental to makeup artistry. Understanding color theory will allow you to enhance your client's features, neutralize unwanted skin tones, help to create harmonized looks, as well as customized applications for your clients. In terms of the color wheel, it is your makeup roadmap. So we're going to stay here on this slide for a little while and break down the principles of color theory. So first things first, in our top left corner, we're going to discuss our primary colors. Your primary colors are red, yellow, and blue, and they form the basis of all other colors in the color wheel, and they cannot be created by mixing any other colors together. So your primary colors are your colors in its purest form. And again, they include red, yellow, and blue. We secondly have our secondary colors. Our secondary colors are special because we can only create secondary colors from two neighboring primary colors. Our secondary colors include orange, green, and purple. Some people will call purple purple. Sometimes we will refer to purple as violet. And again, secondary colors are created by mixing two equal parts of two primary colors. So for example, when we mix red and blue together, we get purple or violet. When you mix blue and yellow together, you get green. And when you mix red and yellow together, you get orange. So those are our secondary colors. We next have what we call complementary colors. These colors are exactly what they are. They are complementary colors. That means that they are directly opposite of each other on the color wheel, and they neutralize each other. So for example, blue is opposite of the color wheel as orange, So blue and orange are complementary colors to each other. Red and green, they are also complementary colors to each other. So red will always neutralize green, and green will always neutralize red. Or if we put these two colors together, they create a big contrast. Another couple of complementary colors that are not listed here is violet and yellow. Yellow always neutralizes purple or violet, and violet always neutralizes yellow or gold. So those are our complementary colors. Lastly, we do have a set of colors called analogous colors. These colors are all adjacent to each other on the color wheel, meaning they are all next to each other. They create harmony and are often used together in makeup looks. Essentially, understanding these relationships allow you to create balanced, harmonious makeup applications and correct unwanted color issues in the skin. Our next topic is color properties. So we're going to discuss saturation, temperature, and value. Saturation is the intensity or purity of a color, meaning is a color vibrant or is it a muted color? When we are discussing temperature, temperature determines or dictates whether we refer to a color as being warm or being cool. Our warm colors are red, orange, and yellow. And our cool colors are blue, green, and purple. So if you're having trouble figuring out which colors are warm and which colors are cool, think warm colors, think autumn, think summer. So those are where we have those seasons when we have bright reds, bright oranges, and bright yellows. Blue, green, and purple, they are typically a little bit deeper, darker, richer, a little bit more drab. So if you think winter, or if you think of a cool season, it's rich in blue, deep blues, deep hunter greens or deep greens, and deep purples or violets. The term value refers to the lightness or darkness of a color, and anytime we are tinting a color, we're simply adding white, whereas anytime we are creating darkness or creating a shade, we're adding black to a color. Color theory and client makeup selection. So when it comes to color theory, client makeup selection, you want to always analyze your client's skin undertone. You want to determine whether or not they are warm, cool, or neutral by assessing their veins, their jewelry preference, and their skin's reaction to color. Other things that we can do to help us select the best makeup selection for our clients is assess their eye color. You want to always select a complementary eyeshadow that enhances eye color and creates vibrancy. You also want to consider the client's hair color. You want to harmonize makeup colors with the client's hair color and intensity and undertone for a cohesive look. We also want to evaluate our client's skin condition because as we apply makeup, we want to apply makeup to the best canvas possible. We also don't want to cause our clients to have adverse reactions from our selected makeup products for their application. You want to always adjust your product formulations and application techniques based on the skin texture, maturity, and your client's specific concerns. As a rule of thumb, if someone says they have a ruddy skin it refers to as having redden or redness within the skin. So if your client has a ruddy undertone or a ruddy complexion, simply using a green concealer or yellow concealer will help to minimize or block out those red tones. On the flip side, you may have some clients that have what we call sallow skin. Sallow skin means that it has a yellow hue, and the easy way to neutralize a yellow hue within a skin tone is by applying a pink-based foundation. So I mentioned determining your client's skin undertones, so these are a few things that you can do. I would definitely add these to my notes if you are taking notes. A vein test. Did you know by simply checking the wrist of your clients to determine what color their veins are will help you to determine what their undertones in their skin is? So if you look at your client's wrist and you're checking out their veins, if their veins look blue or purple, that means that they have a cool undertone. If you're checking their veins and the veins look green as you are assessing their veins, then they may have a warm undertone. And then if you see a little bit of blue or green or you can't really determine, that client may more than likely have a neutral skin tone. You could also simply do a jewelry test for your clients. Which metal looks best? Do they look better when they wear silver? Or do they look better when they wear gold? If silver is their preference and looks the best, more than likely your client will have cooler skin tones or cooler undertones. If your client has warm undertones, gold jewelry is going to be their preference and also look the best. If they can wear both, then they may be a neutral. They may have neutral undertones. You can also do a sun reaction test on your clients. So ask yourself, how does the skin react to sun? If your clients burn easily, meaning they are a lower Fitzpatrick, more than likely they have cool undertones. If they tan very easily, they have warm undertones. If they burn and then tan, they may be a neutral. Makeup for different eye colors. So eye colors, a person's natural eye color, does help to enhance the makeup application that we do for their eyes and vice versa. So for your clients that have blue eyes, when we're selecting eyeshadow colors, if you go with anything that's copper, bronze, a warm brown, or peach, it is going to complement those blue eyes because blue and orange, they are complementary colors to each other. Copper is a version of orange. So is bronze. If your client has green eyes are very nicely complemented with burgundies, mauves, also purples and plums, because again, green is a complementary color to red, and red is a complementary color to green, and all colors, purple, plum, burgundy, and mauve, they all have some undertone or some shade of red in those colors. Hence, that is why when you apply those colors to someone that has green natural eyes, it looks the best in terms of their eyeshadow color selection. For your clients that have brown eyes, navy, cobalt blues, teals, purples also look great on your clients that have brown eyes. And for your clients that have hazel eyes are so beautiful. You can pair or couple green, burgundy, or gold because our clients that have hazel eyes, they may have different aspects or different tones such as green, brown as well as a warm um, burgundy or warm reddish sandy undertone to their eyes. So your hazel eye clients, you can do green, you can do burgundy, you can also stick with gold. The next portion of our lesson covers face shapes and proportions. So oval. Oval is going to be your ideal face shape. Oval face shapes can handle just about any hairstyle and just about any type of makeup application. Your oval face shape clients are going to have balanced proportions. You can enhance the natural symmetry with minimal contouring and highlighting. For your clients that have oval face shapes, theory tells us that their faces are 1.5 times longer than it is wide. For our clients that have round faces, it is equal in length and width, and they have soft curves all around the face, from the hairline to the jawline. Contour to add definition for these clients. They would definitely benefit from a cheekbone contour or contour to their forehead. And you can also add highlight to these clients, to their makeup look to create the illusion of length. You may also have clients that have a square face shape. For these clients, you need to know and be able to identify them. They have a very strong jawline and a broad forehead, so an easy way to accentuate or to minimize their features is by softening the angles, by contouring on those outer areas, and highlighting the center of the face. That will give your client the illusion of an oval face shape. So if your client has a square face, contour at every corner of the face to create a more oval illusion. Lastly, your clients that have a heart-shaped face, I want to remind you that for any of these face shapes, you also want to consider the hairline. For your clients that have a heart-shaped face, they are going to have a widow's peak at the center hairline. They're going to have a wider forehead. They are also going to have wider cheekbones and a very narrow chin area. For clients that have a heart-shaped face, if you contour their temples and highlight their jawline and chin for balance, it is chef's kiss for their makeup application. The next thing that we're going to delve into is understanding cosmetic types. We're going to start with foundations. So our foundations, they come in 3 different types. You have your liquid foundations, your cream foundations, and your powder foundations. As far as your liquid foundations are always going to give you a medium to full coverage, and they work best for your clients that have normal to dry skin. Liquid foundations are going to leave a dewy or satin finish on your client's skin, but they can also come in a matte finish as well. So make sure that you are always taking a look and checking out how your products are going, or how they are formulated and how they're going to work with your client's skin. As far as application of liquid foundation, they are best applied with sponges, brushes, or with your fingers. Cream foundations are our next type of foundation. Cream foundations are also going to give you a medium to full coverage. Cream foundations are a little bit heavier, and they're going to be best for your clients that have dry skin or more mature skin. The formulas are typically going to be hydrating, and the best application for your cream foundations are sponges or a foundation brush. They do tend to be a little bit creamier or thicker, so sponges and brushes are going to work best for them to give you a seamless blend on your foundations. Lastly, we have powder foundations. Your powder foundations are going to be a little bit lighter, and they're going to give you a light to medium coverage. The skin types that powder foundations work best on are going to be your oily and combination skin types, and your powder foundations are usually going to give you a matte finish or help to control shine. As far as application of your powder foundations, a powder brush or sponge is going to do the trick. Next up, we have our mineral makeup and concealers. So mineral makeup is a micronized mineral product that is free from talc, free from any dyes or preservatives. Your mineral makeup is going to be best and work best for your clients that have sensitive skin or are acne prone. And they also have a natural built-in SPF, which is a nice additive and nice selection for your clients that want a simple makeup routine. Most mineral makeups are buildable in their coverage, meaning you can layer them and increase the coverage. Some mineral makeups you can even wet your sponge or your brush as you apply them, and it will give you a heavier, more full coverage. Most mineral makeups are going to be non-comedogenic, so they should not block the skin or block the follicles and cause any type of clogged pores, comedones, or acne breakouts. When it comes to your concealers, we do have a few selections for our concealers. Most of your concealers are going to be color correcting. We do have color correcting concealers that come in its purest form colors. So if you've ever seen a green paste or a green concealer, again, it is perfect for concealing redness because green and red are complementary colors. You may have also seen a purple concealer. Your purple concealers are going to be great for sallowness. Remember, sallowness is a reference to anyone that has a yellow skin tone. And then people who have dark circles, peach is always a great option for them because peach is a little bit warm, and peach also looks orange in our dark circles. They give blue, they give a blue tint to them. So peach is a nice pair for your clients that have dark circles. You can use a peach concealer on their dark circles prior to applying their foundations. Outside of the regular color correcting concealers, you do have different liquid concealers, cream concealers, and stick concealers that you can apply to your client's skin depending on what your goal is. Your liquid concealers are going to always give you light to medium coverage. They're going to be perfect for the under eye area. Your cream concealers are going to be a little bit thicker. They're going to be great for medium to full coverage and best for blemishes. And then your stick concealers, they're definitely going to give you full coverage, and those are best used for precise application. Essential face products. So things that we need for our facial makeup: a face powder. Even if you're not going, even if you're not going to use a mineral powder, you need to make sure that you do have a setting powder to set your foundation. Your face powders are always going to reduce shine and extend the wear of your chosen foundation selection. Your powders are available in pressed or loose formats. So meaning it may come in a pressed compact, or the powders may come in a loose form. You can always apply your powders with a fluffy brush. That is going to be your best option for applying your powder. Blushes are our next best thing and our girl's best friend. Blush is always going to add color and dimension to the cheeks. Blush is available in different forms. So you may have a powder blush, a cream blush, or a liquid blush format. Apply blush to the cheeks, choosing shades based on your client's skin undertone. Highlighter is our last essential face product. Highlighter creates a radiance on our high points of the face. Highlighters come in powder, cream, and liquid. And places that we can apply our highlighter to are our cheekbones, our brow bone, our cupid's bow, and also the inner corners of the eye. Other eye makeup products that we may use are eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara. Your eyeshadows are also available in powders, creams, and liquids. Always use primer to extend the wear and intensify the color of your eyeshadows. When it comes to eyeliners, they also come in various mediums. So you may have an eyeliner pencil. You may like to work with a gel eyeliner, a liquid eyeliner, or a powder form of eyeliner, which also will provide you various looks from subtle to dramatic. We also have mascara and brow products. So obviously our mascara is to help us add length, build volume, and also curl our eyelashes. And in terms of our brow products, we are in the age of using brow pencils, brow powders, brow gels, and brow pomades for shaping and tinting. There are a few different choices of lip products. Anytime that you're going to use a lip liner for your clients or for yourself, know that the purpose of your lip liner is to define the shape. It also prevents feathering from your chosen lipstick or lip gloss. Lipstick gives us full cover. Our lipsticks can come in matte, cream, or sheer finishes. We also have lip glosses that are shiny and often in a translucent finish. You can wear lip gloss as a standalone, or you can wear it on top of your chosen lipstick or lip color. Lip stains are the girlies' favorites these days. Lip stains are definitely long lasting. They do absorb into the lips. My recommendation or pro tip when you're working with lip stains is always hydrate the lips prior to the lip stains, because they do stain the lips. They are absorbent and they are drying to the skin. And then lastly, we have lip balms. Lip balms are usually our go-to when we're looking for hydration. A lot of times they may be subtly tinted and provide you the most hydration. So those are our various lip products that you may use for your clients and their lips. Now let's talk about preparing our makeup station. Organization is key. You always want to arrange your products by category for ease of access. Use clear containers and keep frequently used items within reach. A pro tip is to have your items, your tools, your products, and your implements organized prior to your makeup service. Sanitation is also key. You want to make sure that you disinfect your surfaces between your clients. You also want to use disposable applicators when possible and have sanitizers readily available. So always have hand sanitizer for yourself. And then you always want to make sure that you clean your makeup brushes with soap and water and disinfect them with a brush cleaner. Lighting is also essential for proper makeup application. You want to make sure that you have adequate lighting. You want to have balanced lighting that mimics daylight. You want to avoid shadows and use professional makeup lights when you can. In terms of comfort, adjust the chair height for your client comfort. Keep essentials like tissues and water accessible, creating a relaxing environment for your clients. Essential makeup tools and accessories. So, brushes and accessories are definitely essential for makeup application. Foundation brushes and beauty sponges are needed for foundation application. You need various types of powder brushes. Some of them come fluffier than others. Blush brushes, eyeshadow brushes, you definitely want to have different densities and fluffinesses of brushes so that you can create artistic looks with eyeshadow and your various eyeshadow brushes. Angle brushes are always going to be used for your eyeliners. Think of angle brushes as thin and sometimes having a super straight edge or a 45-degree angle on that brush. Lip brushes typically are a little bit finer and are perfect for application of lipstick or lip gloss. Other accessories that you may need to keep are disposable mascara wands and lip applicators, cotton rounds, cotton swabs, and cotton pads. You also may want to keep handy a makeup palette for mixing. A lot of makeup artists will mix various shades together in terms of their foundations, concealers, or even lip colors to create the ideal customized shape for their clients. And lastly, you always want to keep a pair of tweezers and eyelash curlers. Be sure to invest in quality, professional grade tools for precise application and longevity. Remember to clean them regularly for hygiene and optimal performance. In terms of infection control for makeup surfaces, client protection is always number one, so always wash your hands thoroughly before and after your surfaces. You always want to clean all surfaces with disinfectant. You want to sanitize your non-disposable tools and use disposable applicators when necessary. In terms of product sanitation, spray alcohol on powder products. It will stop the growth of bacteria. Use palette knives for your creams when it comes to removing your creams from your containers so that we are not cross-contaminating our products. Never apply products directly from the container to your client. And you always want to dispose of mascara wands after each use. No double dipping in your mascara and one single mascara wand or lash spoolie per client. When it's time to clean your tools, you want to make sure that you clean your brushes with a professional brush cleaner after each client. You also want to deep cleanse your brushes weekly. You want to disinfect all of your metal tools and replace sponges and puffs regularly. In terms of the client consultation process, you always want to make sure that you start each service with a client consultation. Make sure that you set aside or include at least 15 minutes within that scheduled time to consult with your clients about their desires and expected outcomes. That is also your time to ensure that your client has realistic expectations about their results. You want to always gather your client details. You want to gather any concerns that they may have, any allergies, preferences that they may have, and also use an intake form for history. During the consultation, you also want to analyze your client's features. So this is the opportunity for you to analyze your client's skin type. That will help you to determine the type of product that you're going to use and to determine how you are going to prep your client's skin, for their makeup. You want to assess their undertones. You want to see if you need to highlight or conceal any blemishes or highlight any features. You also want to take into consideration their face and eye shape and note any areas that may need special attention. Again, are there areas that you want to minimize and or emphasize? You want to discuss the desired look. Discuss a reference image. Have them to provide a photo of inspiration. You also want to discuss the intensity. I think that this is a big factor when it comes to makeup application, because some of your clients are going to want a more natural look while others are going to want a more dramatic look. So again, make sure that you set realistic expectations for your clients. Lastly, you're going to create an application plan. You're going to outline your products and your techniques, and also explain the process to your client. Always secure your client's confirmation. When it comes to foundation and concealer application techniques, foundation application, when it comes to prepping our client's skin, we want to always make sure that we have cleansed the skin, moisturized the skin, and primed if needed. Your clients may or may not be receiving a facial prior to their makeup application, but at the very least, their skin does need to be clean. So keeping some makeup removal wipes will also help you to achieve that goal. You want to always apply from the center of the face and blend outward. So put your heaviest product, your heaviest foundation in the center of the face and blend it out to the corners of the face for blending. You also want to use the appropriate tools for formula and coverage and build coverage gradually. You can always add more. It's always harder to remove. So if you take your application step by step and gradually build your application and build your coverage, your clients are going to have a more satisfied and pleasurable experience. In terms of concealer application, if you need to apply a color corrector, a green, a yellow, or a purple, make sure that you do that first, and then you can come back after you've applied your color corrector and select your chosen concealer color. Remember, use lighter shades under the eyes, and you want to match the shade to their skin to cover blemishes. You want to make sure that you always pat concealer in and not necessarily rub it in. Patting it helps to maintain coverage, and you also want to always set your concealers with a light powder to prevent creasing. In terms of highlighting and contouring techniques, remember, as a rule of thumb, highlight areas. You are going to highlight the areas that you want to accentuate, and most of the time, those places on our clients or ourselves are going to be our cheekbones, our forehead, the bridge of the nose, our cupid's bow, or the center of the chin. And then areas that we want to contour, areas that we tend to like to not highlight or take attention away from are going to be the forehead, the size of the forehead, especially if your client has a wide or prominent forehead. You also may want to contour hollow cheeks. For clients that have a more prominent nose, you may want to contour the size of the nose as well as the jawline. So, highlighting enhances features while contouring adds dimensions. Use products 2 shades lighter for highlight or 2 shades darker for contour. And then continue to blend and blend and blend and blend until you get the most seamless, natural look as possible. In terms of eye and lip makeup application, there are about 7 steps that you're going to follow for your eye makeup application, and you can see them here on the slide. So anytime we're talking about eye makeup, always start with a primer, and then as a rule of thumb, always apply your lighter shade first. That is going to be your base color. Most of the time for natural or glam makeup application, we always start with a light base color. After you get your base color going, then you're going to apply a medium shade in the crease. That is going to help to give the eye area some dimension. And you can also go even darker on the outer corner of that eye to create a darker shade or an increased dimension. After you've completed your eyeshadow, always line the upper eyelash line with eyeliner, curl up eyelashes, or apply mascara, or do both. And lastly, fill and set the eyebrows. You may fill the eyebrows with pencil, with gel or a pomade. Now, this application, these steps of this application follows a theory. I want you to know that if you have any other way that you apply your makeup, honey, you are not doing it incorrectly. It is just the way that you apply makeup. So there's more than one way to get the best makeup application for your clients, and you choose what is best for you and your skills and your techniques. In terms of lip makeup application, always start with an exfoliated lip. Obviously, that's going to be great for hydration. Secondly, we want to apply a lip balm and then blot. So exfoliate the lips, add some hydration, and have your clients gently blot their lips. From there, you can go to steps 3 through 6, which includes lining the lips with pencil, filling your lips with lipstick or maybe a lip stain, possibly a lip gloss. You can blot and apply a second coat if needed or desired, and add a gloss on top. It is your choice. Again, you may have a different technique and way that you apply lip makeup. This is just what our textbook theory tells us. In terms of artificial eyelash application, there are 4 types of eyelash strips. So we have strip lashes. We also call those band lashes. They're usually going to give you a full dramatic look or dramatic effect. Some clients may also want individual lashes, which are single customized look. We can also call those eyelash extensions. Clients may also decide to wear cluster lashes. They are small groups of lashes that help to add volume. And a newer trend are magnetic lashes, which are attached with a magnetic liner. In terms of application process, always start your eyelash application by measuring and trimming them to fit the shape of the eye. After you have determined the length, you're going to apply your adhesive. Wait about 30 seconds to allow that adhesive to become tacky, and place that lash as close to the natural lash line as possible. You can gently press and adjust the strip lash or the clusters or the magnetic lash strip to secure. Okay. Contraindications for eyelash application: if your client has any eye infections or irritations, recent eye surgery, or allergies to the adhesive, extremely sensitive eyes, or alopecia that affects their eyelashes, then those are contraindications for eyelash application. In terms of special occasion and bridal makeup, special occasion considerations, a lot of times your clients are going to want long wearing, transfer resistant formulas because it may be a wedding or a photo shoot. You want to always account for lighting, indoor and outdoor. You may want to enhance photograph friendly features. Okay, so enhance their eyes, enhance their brows, enhance their cheekbones, enhance their lip color. Always apply setting spray that's going to help the makeup application last longer, and provide the client with a touch-up kit in case you're not going to be there with them throughout their special occasion. In terms of bridal makeup, here are a few tips. If you're wanting to do bridal makeup or be a bridal makeup artist, we recommend that you do a trial run 3 to 4 weeks prior to the actual day so that you can knock out all the kinks and the bumps of the application. Use waterproof makeup or waterproof products. You also want to aim for a timeless look. Encourage your clients to go for a timeless look for their bridal makeup application as well, because those photos are going to last forever, so you do want something that's going to be timeless. You want to match the dress and the theme with your makeup application and document products for touch-ups. Building your makeup career can be as easy as 1, 2, 3. All you have to do is take continuous education, always pursue advanced trainings, stay up to date on industry trends and new products and technologies, continue to develop your portfolio, document your work with professional photography, make sure that you're always creating diverse looks, and before and after transformations to showcase your skill range. Continue to build your network of photographers, wedding planners, and beauty professionals will help take you a long way. Join organizations and engage with the industry community. In terms of retail strategy, develop the best product knowledge for yourself so that you have great recommendations for your clients, and create face charts, explore commissions on your own product line, and always be a lifelong learner. That is going to conclude our review of Chapter 12, Makeup Essentials. We hope that this has been helpful. Make sure that you go back into your textbook, read through the chapter in more detail, and we hope that you have a great day. Bye.